guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my spoiler review for episode 7 of The Last Kingdom. Before we begin, there will be spoilers, mainly for the episode, maybe a couple of bits for the book as well, so if you haven't read the book or you haven't seen the episode, make sure you go and watch and read it before checking out my episode. So when we last left Uthred, he was about to fight Uthred or Leofric, I can't really pronounce, I apologise for butchering names again. But they're about to, his little basically his warrior buddy kind of guy, they're about to fight each other, give him warrior's death, that kind of stuff. You saw it from last episode. That kicks off at the start of this episode. In the middle of the fight, it's a pretty good fight again, pretty awesome the way they're thrown down. And then the Danes attack and invade the town, which brings the fight to an abrupt end basically. They have to club together and they have to go off and hide. The two of them and Isolde, the witch woman, they go and hide up in the attic. And basically the Danes invade, Guthrum gets invades, kills a load of people, they kill loads of people. I think Alfred gets away, and then we see a really kind of horrible scene just below the guys where they're in the attic, and there's this priestess, this nun, sorry, being raped by one of the Danes, and she's just saying God will be with her as it's happening, and then Isolde just flips, she drops down, stabs this guy in the eye, the other two drop down and kill him, and then off they go. It was a really powerful scene. We've seen Isolde killed for the first time. I remember reading in the books and she was a little bit nervous afterwards, obviously realised she killed for the first time as well. Then later on, literally a couple of steps later, they walk into Breda, she sees them, she's a little bit kind of wary about him, she's not sure whether she wants to hurt him or not. Then she just goes, the guards will be drunk at the gate, you can go, and she lets them leave. Again, it's developing of the characters of Uthred and Breda. It's the fact that they're no longer together, but every time they interact, you can feel there's that kind of admiration for each other. They still care for each other. They still love each other in a way, but they're going down separate paths at the moment. And I always like how every time they're there, it touches on that each time. It doesn't overwhelm the story, but it's there, and I like that kind of chemistry. So they escape and they go off to the swamplands. They get away on a little boat and they think there's a guy that they've just kind of saved in a hood. The hood pulls back, it's Alfred in kind of rags and everything with his missus and his ill son and his daughter. And they get away and they go into this little kind of town in the swamplands and hide out there. Alfred, his son, he's ill. He's gotten more and more ill as time has gone on. He's also getting the stomach pains, which Isolde gives him some kind of tonic type thing for, which helps him. Then she explains that she can help his son, but his missus won't allow it because she's proper to God. She thinks that she's some kind of devil's work because she's a witch. All this kind of, again with the religion back and forth of what's good and what's bad, and what you believe in and what you don't believe in, was developed really well here. Developed really well from the books to the TV, really done well. And it's the first time that we really see Alfred vulnerable. He's in tears, he's frustrated, he's upset, he doesn't know what to do, he doesn't know how to combat this issue because God isn't helping him. That he'd normally think that would be the case, that solves everything. It's not helping him and he doesn't know what to do. He's conflicted whether to stick on his side of his missus or actually give the baby to Isolde and get her to heal, which he decides to do, and it works. But the thing is, Isolde says where there is where I can save life, I will have to take a life. So she's had to kill somewhere else, some random person out in the wilderness. It could be anywhere, it could be another king's child for all they know, it doesn't matter. A child or another being will die because of saving this child. So she's a little bit upset after it happens, but it's a really cool scene with the mud and everything, and when she saved the child and Alfred's all happy and everything, it's really quite a good scene. Just before that we have Bjorka and a load of warriors and priests arrive as well, which obviously they see the scene of the child being healed. Then after that they formulate some kind of plan where they see some Danes and some about 20 ships or so just out from the swamplands. Obviously they're looking around for them, I would assume. So Uthred devises a plan with Alfred to take them down. They basically draw them out as they're on patrol. They draw them out into the swamp. So they know the swamp a little bit better now, with them being there for a little bit. They know it a bit better, they know where the deep parts are and the shallow parts. They draw them out with arrows and then they separate them. The Danes fall into swamps, they arrow them down and then they kill off the remains and everything, which is awesome, and then they burn the ships. It was such a cool plan, it was a really cool idea because we kind of knew what was going to happen as it was unfolding, but just to see these people just fall into the swamp and they're getting caught, they know what's going on, before they even get a chance to blink, arrows are firing at them and they're dead. And it was a pretty awesome little final battle of this episode, really quite enjoyed it. So that's what I thought of episode 7 of The Last Kingdom. Again, another awesome episode. We've got one more episode to go, I think. I think it's just 8 episodes for this season, I can't be too sure. But it's basically about over halfway through the second book now, because I'm busy reading the second book at the moment. It's over halfway through now, so maybe they'll finish with the end of the second book, or maybe it'll be near the end of the second book, I don't know. But it's getting near to that, and I'm really enjoying the way they're doing it. So what did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments or send me an email. You can also find me in the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerdbytes anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. And of course, keep it nerdy.